did come out and destroy her reputation in Hollywood, but she did anyway. She came out of the closet as a Donald Trump supporter and then an opponent of the ludicrous hysteria around the coronavirus. So those two positions landed her in a lot of trouble with our friends over on the cable news network over the weekend. Here's part 2 of our conversation with Kristie about what happened to her. Kristie joins us now. Kristie, thanks so much for coming back on the show. So you have effectively endorsed Donald Trump. You don't need to. You don't get anything out of it. Why did you do that?
You know, I'm not usually very outspoken about politics, but I did it because I feel like he's actually a person who is kind of like me. You know, I'm from the Midwest, and if I was going to run for president, I would just really want to do it to help the country. I wouldn't have any other ulterior motive because I'm not a politician. So I like the idea that some guy comes in and, you know, he's sort of rough and tough. That's okay with me. Like I said, I'm from the Midwest. We're all rough and tough. And I really believe earnestly has the best interest of this country. And he just wants to make everything better. And he has some good statistics. So I like what he did with the economy. I like what he did with the jobs. I like, you know, a lot of people go like with the way he talks. Do I like the way he talks? Not all the time, but I'd rather, you know, he's like a rough and tough guy, and the other guys are like snakes. So would I rather be up against rough and tough yelling out, or would I rather have snakes around me being all covert and lying and So I just got really tired of it.
Well, you
I voted for Obama twice, and then I'm like, okay, you guys had your fair shot. You really didn't do much of anything, and I really had thought that they were going to do something really amazing for the black community, and I don't think they did, and so I thought, you have your 8 years, I'm going the other direction now, and I just can't get, you know, on Twitter, I get all these remarks, and they're all so stupid, and I don't mean that all Democrats are stupid, but the ones who are stupid me are.
But, I mean, you could have just been silent about it. What happened when you went public? I mean, it just seems like if you live in your world, there's a huge downside to doing that.
Well, you know, oh, come on, look, I mean, in 2016, I was doing a show, and I don't need to talk about the show I was doing, but I was on a set, and I knew that it was, I had people come up to me, and they were like, whoa, you know, we're with you, but if we say this, we're going to never work again. And I thought, you know, look, I'm over 60. How many parts are there for actresses anyway? So what do I have to lose, you know? So I thought, I'm just going to say the way I feel, and I feel like I'm representing, you know, I'm representing my family, my friends, and it's not that I don't have friends who are Democrats, but they have plenty of people representing them in Hollywood. They don't need me to represent them. So I thought, I'm going to represent my way of life and my values and my people.
Well, I'm just fascinated by people who go against the grain, and in your world, what you just did was a pretty brave thing, and I'm just impressed. And I would say that even if I didn't agree with you, I mean that. I think it's a cool thing that you did, and I'm glad that you told our viewers about it. Kristie, great to see you. Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.